Hey Hanegev, what's been crackin'? Hope you all had lovely Seders. I know mine was long and fun. My mom actually asked my cousins and I to all do something special. And I said, you know what would be fun? A Pesach rap. So here it goes. And just to be clear, it's totally acceptable for you to laugh at my ineptitude at rapping. This may come as a surprise, but once you open your eyes, it's quite easy to see the Pesach Story. Now wait a minute, and let me tell you a story, cause at this point, promise it won't be gory. Got my bros, Moses and Aaron. Problem is, Pharaoh ain't be caring. Israelites were the slaves, Moses was the fave. But a while back, Pharaoh was whack. He tried to kill all the firstborn Jews, and when you do that, you're bound to lose. Miriam and Mom made a basket, put Moses in to prevent a casket. Pharaoh's daughter stretched her arm and took my bro Moshe away from harm. He was raised like a prince, never knew who he was, till in saw an injustice. Moses do what he does, kills an Egyptian guard. Wasn't even hard, but he had to flee to avoid slavery. Now in the desert, he found Jethro, a Midian, with plenty of dough. Murders his jar support. Was she Jewish kinda sorta? To fit in, most to care of the sheep. But for a leader, that was kinda meek. Hashem took him aside to a burning bush and told him to go back to Mitzrayim and hurry his tush. Problem is, Pharaoh wasn't so nice, and the Jews didn't have any rights. Despite the famous line, let my people go, Pharaoh's heart was too hard, so the talks were kinda slow. 10 whole plagues for Pharaoh to learn, and when it comes to his people, Hashem is kinda stern. From lice to boils, they went through it all, but unfortunately, that was not Pharaoh's fall. Followed them all the way to the Red Sea. Had no idea it'd be a catastrophe. When his army tried to go after us, seas caved in and they turned to dust. I know Moses was mentioned a lot, but it's important to know that wasn't who fought. It was Hashem, the big man himself, who saved the Israelites and gave them all the wealth. So Chag Sameach to everyone. Hope you thought this rap was kind of fun. Now let's get back to the Seder, but please, let's try and go fast. So, that was kind of fun, but I gotta say I'm not quite done explaining to you in rap how Hashem set up a trap. So listen up, you, to Pesach Rap Part 2. Cause it occurred to me that despite my honesty, I missed an opportunity to talk about the quantity of pure idiocracy that led to the 10 plagues. Now, when Moses met with Pharaoh, his chances were quite narrow to get his people the liberty that Jefferson so eagerly fought after victory. So as the story goes, everybody knows that Pharaoh almost caved for the Jews to be saved, but Hashem made Pharaoh's heart as difficult to work with as Ethan Shapiro's pickup lines. So, despite the almost save, there came the 10 plagues, which I will now divulge in the order they unfold. Blood in the Nile really was quite vile. Lasted 7 days, quite a bad phase. Then came the frogs, hate them more than dogs. Everywhere you could see, disgusting as can be. If you like your skin clean, I hate to be mean, but the lice are coming, so you better start running. Now let's talk about the flies that cause all the cries. Where all the Jews were chill, even back in Brazil. Now your animals are going mad. It really is quite sad that despite your frustration, you won't give up the Hebrew nation, so the boils start to come, and your face looks kind of dumb. Your body is aching and time is wasting. Here comes the hail, now it's time to bail. Should've let us leave, guess you just have to grieve. Law could eat your crops, just hope it stops, so since the sky is dark, too black to even park. Actual darkness comes, can't even see your hand. Too bad the Jews see you as you've fallen in the sand. Here comes the last straw, he's laying down the law. Shem really doesn't want to do something so gaunt, but you leave him with no choice. Jews have no voice. The death of the firstborn is something we do mourn. But now Pharaoh's heart becomes solid like the start, and as the story goes of the downfall of our foes. Now I apologize for taking up your time, just thought you ought to know how the Pesach story go. But I will promise you this, if the Seder you do miss, just come over tomorrow and you can have my rhymes to borrow. So now, Hanegev, Shabbat Shalom. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful end of the Chag, and I wish you all the best.